So at this point, you're probably wondering which microphone I've got for you today. Well, today I've got another budget-friendly microphone, and this is the Maono DM30, another budget microphone that's just starting to hit the market. Now, Maono isn't your typical off-brand obscure Chinese company. They've been around for a little while, making podcast microphones, wireless video microphones, live streaming mic bundles, studio podcast bundles, dynamic microphones, and even conference speakerphones. From what I can tell, this is their first deep dive into the gamer side of peripherals, hence the RGB. And you can really tell from their experience, they know what they're doing when it comes to making microphones. In fact, this entire video will be recorded from this microphone. A little later on, we'll compare it with something more mainstream like the Fifine, but let's do a quick unboxing of this thing and dive into the features and the specs. So again, this is the Maono DM30. It's a USB-C cardioid pickup microphone with enough RGB to tickle any gamer's fancy, but not too much to be overwhelming. When I finally got this thing out of the box, I did not expect it to be this high quality. The stand is nice and metal, it swivels, the adjusters are really nice, and the USB-C cable is 90 degrees. That's always cool. So yes, the stand does come off, and underneath is a standard size screw-on. I'm sorry, buddy, this is only temporary. You'll be back on soon. Maybe. We'll see.
No, I don't want to go back in the box. Please don't do this.
It's all good, buddy. It's just until we can test this thing out and let everyone know what it sounds like.
Haha, my takeover is almost complete.
So let's just run through some of the features here. For one thing, you have RGB. Oh, and did I mention that it's changeable and there's 9 different colors? Let's just cycle through them a little bit right now. You can mute it by pressing in the volume button. And it has in-ear monitoring. Just picking this thing up, from what I can tell, it has a nice metal body, the outside and the stand. The RGB has a nice pretty accent to it. The stand is sturdy and it swivels nicely, and it's got a kind of softer padding on the bottom so it can dampen any vibrations on the desk. And this extra swivel on a microphone boom arm actually adds a very interesting option for when you're gaming. Because not only do you have left and right, now you have back and forth. So over the course of a week, I gave this thing a chance. I let it sit in my desk setup for a while. Move. And I did the gaming buddy test. Gaming buddies, how do I sound today? Pretty good. I think you sound just how you always sound. Amazing. Whatever mic you're using today sounds pretty dope. Thanks, gaming buddies. Now let's give this thing a little bit of spotlight and do some B-roll. One really cool feature this microphone includes is actually a software download where you can manage your microphone at a deeper level, which normally you'd have to do with a third-party app with like OBS or whatever video recording app you're using. So in this app, it's called the Maono Link. And in here you can set the gain, the headphone volume both separately, on or off. The tone can be deep, natural, bright, or legacy. I'm not sure what that one is, but we'll have to find out. The RGB on or off, even the brightness of it. And in the advanced tab, you can set the EQ to many different presets, and including a limiter and a compressor, which are really rare to find in a lot of software that would come with like a budget mic. Of course, again, OBS has stuff like this, but this is just built right out of the box. So why don't we go ahead and test these different sounds while we're at it, you know what I mean? So this is your deep, this is just the standard, how it sets itself up automatically. This is your natural tone, it's got a little bit more mid in there. This is your bright, it's got a lot more high-end tone to it, and you know, might have some more high-end frequencies going. And this is your legacy, so this sounds pretty warm actually now that I'm thinking about it. This sounds really warm, this is really deep. I'm kind of a fan of the legacy now that I'm thinking about it. It sounds like a really classic radio mic. So getting into the advanced settings, let's check out the normal, the high-pass filter. Well, here, now you can hear the high-pass filter a little bit better here. The presence boost, which I'm guessing sounds a little bit more mid-tone, and even by the curve of it, that's definitely what it's doing. And the presence boost, which is kind of an interesting sound as well. Just the range of this microphone, though, for this price point, I'm honestly really impressed. So now we're gonna, can you not? Now we're gonna put on a limiter, and we're gonna see what that sounds like. So it's gonna change the sound a little bit. We're on a flat, normal plane, and it sounds like it is doing what a limiter does. Limits the peakness of your volume. Now let's try compressor. And compressors, in my opinion, are an absolute necessity for making your sound really sparkle. And this honestly sounds so good. So this is with both of them. This is just the compressor. This microphone sounds incredible. This is actually legit. And the fact that I don't have to run like through OBS just to do this is the best part about this mic. You can see that I'm impressed with my face. I'm honestly so surprised this random microphone turned out to be so good. Now I do have to do a sound test with the Fifine because you can't have any microphone on the market and try to have it compete with the GOAT. So if this thing can do better and outshine the Fifine, man, I will be amazed. But we're just gonna have to see and listen back on this thing in a second. And you know what? You be the judge of it too. Drop a comment. Tell me what you think is better between the two. Sorry about that. I can absolutely say this is such a good buy for the buck. You're getting so much more for a microphone than really any competitor out there. I'm so surprised that this thing has such a wide range of sounds it can pull off, and the quality that it's pulling off also in such a small package and just a unique style. From what I can tell from their site, they do plan on selling them in like an icy blue, white, black, and even a pink. But right now they only have the black and that icy-ish blue. Maybe it's a lavender. I don't know. Looks pretty though. You know, I think this might have to be my main going forward. We're just gonna have to see. But if you want to see more videos from me, don't forget to like and subscribe because there's a lot more coming. Thanks.